Sorry about that. So in junk removal, I want to let you know that you actually have to do a lot of this work yourself to even conduct any kind of reasons or concerns how to make money, right? And I started talking to one of my friends today. I was talking to one of my friends in Nashville, Tennessee, and we were just talking about this whole thing. And he was asking me a good question. This is why I did this video. He asked me a question. He goes, how does a business owner stay in business with this idea that he's going to make $1 million in 5 years? Where is the belief, and how does he get that idea, right? How does a business owner in junk removal get that idea that he's going to make $1 million in junk removal in 5 years? And I told him, I was as I'm talking to him, I'm thinking, you know what? There's so many videos out there. There are so many Facebook posts. There's so many YouTube posts, also videos / blogs, whatever you want to call it, out there, kind of tantalizing the new junk removal owner that in 5 or 3 years or in a year you can be a millionaire in junk removal, and that's just not true. So then I put this theory. I started thinking, you know what? But that can be true. That is true. That is true. You can actually make $500,000 in junk removal and not know nothing about junk removal. And I'm going to put that to a theory right now, an idea. And I'm going down. My seat is flowing down. I don't know what's wrong with my seat lately. It's been like it's messed up, right? So let me tell it like this, okay? Imagine a new junk removal owner. You give him $100,000, right? And with that $100,000, he goes and he buys himself a truck and a trailer, a brand new truck and trailer. Automatically, he's $1,500 in with another $500 in insurance, right? And then you tell that guy, Jose, we're going to call him Jose, okay? You tell that guy, hey, buddy, you have unlimited funds to spend on Google Ads, Facebook, Twitter. I'm going to scoot this camera as close as I can to my face so y'all can understand what I'm talking about right here. I'm going to scoot my light to my face too. I've never done it this close, but I'm going to. You can invest your money into Facebook, Facebook, Instagram ads, House Call Pro, Angie's List, Yelp, and Thumbtack. You can put all your money into these companies. Buy yourself a lot of ads, okay? Buy yourself ads, buy yourself SEO, do all that good stuff. And in a year, I want everybody to think about this. In a year, do you think this guy, Jose, could make $500,000 in junk removal? Can he make $200,000 in junk removal? Can this ordinary guy that we got off the street make that much money just because he's paying for ads, because he's paying for leads? And I'm thinking this, if you get some average Mexican guy named Jose off the street and you give him a lump sum of money, $100,000, and he goes buys a truck and a trailer and he invests all his money into ads, Google ads, Google preferred ads, Google whatever ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Thumbtack, Yelp, will he be successful doing jobs and making money? So at the end of the year, I predict that he'd make a little over $300,000. That's what I predict. If you're in this chat right now, tell me what you think this guy with unlimited funds can make in a year doing junk removal. Because I'm going to tell you something. Making $500,000 or $300,000 in a year is one thing. Making profit is a different thing. A lot of these junk removal owners have this idea that it's all about making a sale in junk removal. And people will try to sell you on that idea. People will try to tell you that making $200,000 every year is the way to the future. But it's not about the sales. It's not about the revenue that you bring in. It's about the profit that you make in junk removal. You're going to see a lot of videos on YouTube. If you type in, junk removal industry, junk removal business, you're going to see a lot of videos. And a lot of people are going to say, hey, I made $1 million in junk removal. Sure, you made $1 million, but you spent $990,000 to make that $1 million. And there's this idea that people have in their mind as you start in junk removal that you're going to make $1 million, but it's just not possible. If you have 3 trucks and 6 employees and they're working 24/7, the difficulty of making those employees $1 million in a year is very, very tough. They have to average at least 8 jobs each day. Each truck has to bring at least $6,000 a day to even touch the $1 million mark. And to have that idea that you can sell $1 million, that is awesome. That is incredible. That is virtually incredible and impossible. Using Google Ads, Google preference, preferred, Google anything you want to call it, spending all that money, yes, you can have the revenue. You can have the revenue of $1 million or $500,000 or that mark that you want to make. But I'm going to tell you, making that profit is a different ballgame. And I think a lot of people have that mentality as a business owner, as a first-time business owner, that you can be a complete monkey and do this job, which you can be. But we've taken a step higher. Not only do you have to be a complete monkey, but you have to be a complete human to do this job. Now you're a human being. Can you be a human being and make $300,000 if you have unlimited funds in ads and SEO and websites and all that stuff, and you paid somebody to do it? And it's this idea and this theory that you can do it. You would be able to do that. But when you start a junk removal business, you get into this business thinking, well, if Ricardo can do it, I can do it. If Andrew from Junk Jedi can make $1 million, then I can do it. If Sonoma can do it, then I can do it. And you get this idea that you can make $1 million or $500,000 in junk removal because you saw these people do it. Now, there's this young cat out there saying that he made $1 million in junk removal in 2 years. Whatever the fuck. He's fucking retarded. There's something wrong with his stupid mind, right? I think he's like mentally challenged or something like that. But he's got 2 trucks and one that's most of the time 2 of his trucks are broken down, so he virtually has nothing. And he's making $1 million with 3 trucks and sales. And guys, I'm going to tell you something. That's called being stupid and being retarded in junk removal, not knowing. But being out there and selling that to people is just not right. I was talking to another junk removal service today, and he said to me, Ricardo, I said, how much do you have in sales every year? And he says, we average, and he's got like 4 or 5 employees, and he said, we average $350,000 in revenue each year. And I said, oh, okay, well, that's good. I guess that's not bad. And he says, but for us to break even, we have to make $345,000. What? Okay, so in other words, I told him, how much is your revenue per year? And he said, I make about $350,000. And then right after that, I didn't ask him a question. He just came out and said, but to break even, we have to make at least $345,000 in revenue. I just, that whole idea is mind-blowing to me. I'm like, dude, can't you just work at Home Depot and make $50,000 or $45,000 as a manager or something? There are so many scams, so many people that will manipulate you out there, especially people like Yelp, companies like Yelp, Thumbtack, House Call Pro, Workies. Who the fuck? Workies? This is one thing I don't understand. Workies sells you this program, right? Workies sells you a program that Google gives away for free. And there are still owners in junk removal that will pay for Workies when Google gives it away for free. That doesn't make any sense. There are people that will spend money on House Call Pro, which is a scheduling something. I don't know what House Call Pro does exactly, but people spend that, and I'm pretty sure that Google offers it for free. And that's the same thing when you take something like that and you take it into junk removal. There's this thing called SEO, and there's this thing called organic traffic. If you work on it hard, you can do it. But people rather pay for it. It's the same thing. Google gives it away for free. I do it for free for my business. But you rather pay for it and get in debt. It's bad enough that your truck and trailer, you know what? It's this whole theory. It's the people that are on YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for about 12 years. Nobody else has done it that long, by the way, when it comes to junk removal. I'm sorry. I've been doing this for over 12 years, this YouTube channel. And I cannot express to you how many people have seen my videos and decided to do their own videos because they saw my nonsense on YouTube. Been there, done that. And then you get these, these influencers that are making money and taking advantage by selling you the dream. By selling you this mythical fucking unicorn of making money. It's just worldly impossible to do it. How can a YouTube influencer, a Facebook influencer, or somebody on Instagram tell you, hey man, you'll be sitting on a beach earning 15% while everybody works for you? Okay? While everybody works for you, you'll be doing this. And it's just impossible to theoretically think about that. It's incredible how an influence from somebody from YouTube can tell you how to do that. Hey bro, start a junk removal service. You'll be a millionaire sitting on the beach earning 15%. What the fuck? I'll do it. Sign me up. Sign me up, right? And there's other things. There are so many small things that I was talking to my friend from Nashville, Tennessee, and he was telling me, and so many questions he was asking me. And right now I can't think of them. But he had a lot of small ideas and questions that he was asking me. And this is just one of the questions he was asking me. That belief that you can make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in junk removal every year. And it's impossible to do that, man. Especially when you have scamming companies trying to scam you out. Yelp. They might be big time in California, but in Texas, they're shit. Thumbtack. Angie's List. What the fuck? Who's Angie's List? Oh, I'm an idiot. I just started a junk removal company. Maybe I should do Yelp. What the? Of course you're going to do Yelp. Why? Because you're not that smart at running a business. You're not that good at running a junk removal business because you never owned a business. There are so many things that you can do in your junk removal industry, in junk removal, that can help you avoid these pitfalls. But we're under this influence of YouTube influencers and Facebook and people on Instagram teaching you the way to make money. You have companies like JRA, you have companies like Google Ads, you have companies like Angie's List and Yelp and all of them telling you, hey brother, just buy leads, buy ads from us, and we will show you the future. We will show you the wings of the Pegasus. And it just doesn't come true. There's hard work that comes with that. I want you to consider that guy that I was talking about, Jose. He got $100,000. He started a junk removal service. And now he's paying for ads. Everything's paid for. His website's paid for. His ads are paid for. His Google ads, Google preferred ads, Google everything kind of ad, Google website. He's doing Yelp. He can make $300,000 in junk removal. Man, congratulations, dude. You made $1 million in sales. Oh, but wait a minute. Why does your Wells Fargo account only say you have $5,000 in it? You only have $5,000. You've been working like this, like a slave for the last 10 years, and you have $5,000 to show for it? It just doesn't make any sense. You put all this time into working all the time, and you don't make any money. That's not how it's supposed to work. If it worked like that, go down the street, apply at a Dairy Queen, apply at a car wash, go work at AT&T, go work as a car wash manager, go work as an insurance agent, go work as a garage door salesman, and do that instead. You'll make good money doing that. But there is a responsibility, and there is this thing about being a junk removal owner, the freedom. Work when you can, wake up when you can, schedule whenever you want. Nobody's telling you anything to do. And that's that financial freedom everybody's looking for. That's that feeling that you get when you start your own junk removal service. I'm going to own my own business. I'm going to grow my own business. I'm going to make that business a baby, a little baby of mine. I'm going to hold it close to me, and I'm going to grow it. And that's when those scammers come in, when you're vulnerable in your business. Yelp, Thumbtack, influencers. And I think I've told this story so many times in the past. I think I've told this story so many times, and I'm going to tell it one more time. When I had my hernia, I was salsa dancing at a bar, and I ended up getting a hernia. And I went to the hospital. And I was in the hospital for 2 days, and they said they're going to operate on me. They couldn't put the hernia back in me, and I completely thought I was going to die. I really thought I was going to die. My blood pressure was too high. And the doctor comes in, and her name was Abu Dibida. Hello, my name is Shari Alu Abadubara. I have been doing this for over 25 years. She was an older lady, Indian. And I said, ma'am, how many, and I was in pain. I said, how many of these have you done? And she said, oh, I don't know, over the thousands of them. And I do them really good. I'll be here tomorrow when your blood pressure goes down. We'll give you some medication, and I'll come here tomorrow, and I'll do it. I'm like, awesome. I cannot wait. This lady knows what she's doing. The next day, my blood pressure went down. And a doctor comes in, and he's this white guy. And he goes, hey, how's it going, brother? I'm like, hey, how's it going, man? I'm just waiting for I'm going to be your new doctor. Miss Shari Abu Dabadu, she had an emergency. She couldn't do it. She can't do it until, some other day. And I'm like, what? And I said, well, what's your experience? She goes, well, I just finished my residency. I've been doing doctor for about a year and a half. I've done about, 5 or 6 of these. I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty good at it. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? This guy, and this is a real true story. This guy's only done 5 or 6 of them. He's been a doctor for a year now. He looked like a young cat. He was like 29, 30, something like that. When the other doctor, she was like in her 50s or 56, 70, 50s, 60s. And I started thinking to myself, dude, what the fuck? Anyway, here's what happened. My blood pressure went up. In like 2 hours, it went up higher. And they postponed it for the next day. And the doctor Sherry came back and she goes, Mr. Hernandez, guess what? I will be operating on you today. Your blood pressure is down. I think we should do it right now. So we're going to rush you into an emergency room, and we're going to take care of these hernia. And I was thinking, thank God. Thank God. Her experience, her knowledge in hernia surgery saved my life. She said if we would have waited another day that it would have ruptured. And I don't know how hernias, I don't know nothing about hernias. I just know that it was coming out of my fucking stomach. And there was a chance that I, wouldn't have made it. And it was totally blown away. I was like, wow, nobody told me this. I'm like sitting here for the last 2 days in the hospital, right? When she came in, she did a good job. And I woke up and she was there. And she said, Mr. Hernandez, it was very successful. Thank you very much. You will have a good day. And I go, ma'am, hold on, ma'am. I know you do these a lot, but I just want to thank you so much for doing my operation. And she goes, no problem. Mr. Harris is a good doctor. And I said, no, I appreciate you because of your experience. And I wanted you to do my hernia operation because of your experience. If you don't get the fucking point in that story, something's wrong with you. Experience in hernia surgery, experience in junk remover ownership. I have had my junk removal business for over 15 years. I've owned 22 trucks. I have a headquarters in downtown Dallas. Over 9 million people in population in the DFW area. I have served over thousands and thousands of customers and clients and commercial. I have repeat customers, 30 commercial accounts, hundreds of repeat customers. I have other junk removal companies that work for me. I have the experience, but instead, you will listen to somebody that's ran a junk removal service for a year and a half. Holy shit, did we step on horse shit on the way in? What is wrong with us? Just because you hear it doesn't mean it comes true. Think before you make a move. I have been here longer than Thumbtack has. I have been doing junk removal longer than probably Yelp has existed. I know that I have been doing junk removal the first year that Google Places came really in mainstream. I don't know how long Google Places, which is Google My Business now, is. I got on the Google My Business bandwagon years ago, and I've always followed Google. And I'm going to tell you something. I have followed that gravy train called Google for the last 15 years and have not gave up on it. So this whole idea that I'm going to listen to somebody that just popped out of the woodwork, then you get an operation by Mr. Harris. Forget about Sharia Abadubadi. Don't listen to her. Let this rookie do your operation. Because that's exactly what's happening. You're leaving that lifeline of your business out there to people that are scamming you in this industry. It's your choice, and you're making that choice. You're making that choice because you do not look into this business. You do not think. You want everything handed to you, and hard work has gone out the window. You see people driving fancy cars. You see people driving these logo trucks and weird ass camouflage, and you think, shit, that's me, man. That's me in a couple of years. I want to grow my business just like this clown. And he's been doing it for 2 years. If you don't believe me, go look at my videos. I have videos posted here that older than 12. I've gained weight, I've lost weight, I've gained weight. I have my whole history. My family's on here. My kids, when they were like 8 or 9 years old, are on these videos, and they're now 20s. Learn that my experience in junk removal is a dominating force for this industry. Okay? So when I say something, I'm not saying bullshit. I just want people to be careful with the scammers out there. I want people to stop spending money on Yelp. Stop spending money on Thumbtack. Stop spending money on other things that don't work. For instance, these Facebook ads. Oh my God, people will pour money. My own people, my Mexican people, my raza, will pour money into this stuff thinking it's going to get them business. And then they call me and they wonder why they're not getting any more business. And I ask them, well, let me see your website. And they're like, oh, I don't have a website. I just use Facebook all my life. What? Are you even on Google My Business? No. What's Google My Business? What's that? There you go. Experience counts. I have over 3,300 videos on YouTube. Look at them. A lot of them are educational videos. I even offer a coaching program on YouTube. A coaching program to help people gather that knowledge. Now, I was talking to somebody that bought the program a couple of months ago, Nick, and I was talking to Nick, and Nick is, you should see his website, it's awesome. He followed, this dude went step by step, and I love it. If you do step by step, I love it. You will be, it just changes how you think of business, or how you think of a website, or how you can implement it in your junk room. This is a video about that, but he was just telling me, he goes, Ricardo, I appreciate everything, you're honest, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm going to tell you, he executed. That's what he did. It's all about execution. It's all about the experience that we have in this industry. That's why it works. Stop spending money on scams. Okay, guys? And I'm going to leave you with that. Don't forget, if you like these videos, subscribe below. Hit the little alert bell over there, and it'll tell you whenever I unleash a new video. Okay? I will talk to y'all later, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.